As for what the supply-demand report had to say for corn and soybeans, the USDA is projecting big crops. The Extension Ag economist Dr. John Michael Riley discussed some of the major points with me on Thursday. So, John Michael, what's the story from this new report on new crop corn? Let's begin there.
Well, I think the first thing is this is the first analysis, I guess, that we do see on the corn that's either in the ground or still trying to go in the ground with these delayed plantings. So much is certainly speculative. The planting intentions report from back in March kind of dictates acreage, and then you're really working off of statistical models to get a yield. So there is a lot that's up in the air, and still a whole lot of growing season to go, but we do see that we are potentially looking at another record corn crop, marginally record, but just over 13.9 billion bushels, a 10 million bushel increase from last year, which was a record crop. So that's really the story. We're pulling back a little bit on feed use, largely due to the smaller beef cattle herd, the issue with hog supplies. So I think we're expecting less feed use, but we've seen over the past couple of weeks more ethanol being produced. So as we look forward on that is a potential increase in total corn use for the upcoming year.
Now, on old crop stocks, I understand those are kind of cut rather significantly in this report.
They were dropped about 200 million bushels, which was much more than expected, and really led the charge, I guess, if you will, for a very short period of time until we looked at global stocks. Old crop global stocks were much larger than what we were looking at last month. So that then put a little bit of a rain cloud on the market that day.
All right, moving into soybeans, new crop soybeans, what did we see there?
Well, we got the planting intentions report that showed a record level of acres, and that's going to lead to a record crop if everything comes out like we're currently projecting them. Just over 3.6 billion bushels of beans this is projected for this year, and we're expected to more than double ending stocks, which soybeans have been a very tight situation for the past couple of years, and this looks like it's going to break through those tight supplies to some degree.
Now, old crop soybeans, you mentioned tight supply. Near term, we are still tight in soybeans. Were they reduced any further?
They were reduced by 5 million bushels, largely due to both increased exports and increased crushings here in the U.S. So we are, demand for soybeans continues to be very resilient, and that's putting a bit of a further pinch on those ending stocks for the old crop.